Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are good games. So hear me out. There's so much negativity around these games, but they're legitimately good. There's so much negativity that they have scored the lowest Metacritic rating since Pokemon Emerald. As long as you're not counting like the remakes, I'm looking at you, Diamond and Pearl. But otherwise, it's a pretty low scoring game. But this is actually a good game. Let's talk about the good things in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. First up is the new storyline. The brand new storyline splits into 3 different paths. You have your traditional defeat 8 gyms and go on to be the league champion. You have a path where you fight the bad guys or the new Team Rocket, and you have to defeat all of their bases and bosses. Then you have a third line where you're off to find some mystical weeds for food. There's actually a lot around food in the game. Surprisingly, a lot amount of food. And that's great. It's 3 branching storylines that all kind of mix in together, and it actually gives you a lot to do. And all of this stacks up to hours and hours of playtime in a game that you're going to get a lot of use out of. The best, bang for your buck or dollar per hour playtime. I'm only 4 hours in at the time that I started recording this, and I feel like I've only scratched the surface of everything I'm going to do. So if you want a Pokemon game to just dump a ton of hours into, this is it. We also have to keep in perspective that this is a kid's game. This is not an adult's first game, this is a kid's game. So from a business model perspective, they're bringing in younger kids into the fold of this brand that they built for the rest of us 20-somethings and 30-somethings that love this. So it's kid first, adult fan service second. They do all this so that they can sell the anime, the plushies, the toys, the lunch boxes with the Pokemon name on it, and really push their brand and just keep everyone buying more and more stuff for the brand. And it's a good thing. It keeps our favorite brand going and that childlike spirit getting the younger audience in to keep building up and pushing the new generation into the game so that they go and buy the next one and the next one, and they just keep building in this great universe. Game Freak, Pokemon Company, Nintendo, they all hit that mark with this game. It grabs in the next user base. Which is why all the glitches make it so frustrating. There's so many issues. You can find them everywhere on the internet. Everything from going backwards on your, legendary bike to go up a mountain instead of climbing. People randomly glitching through battles I've seen today. Art that really looks like it came from a 32-bit game when it just slows down to a grind. It's really, really bad. It is not good. And that's just kind of the state of where games are these days, where when you buy a game, you're really buying the beta of the game at this point, and they're going to just patch everything out. That's what we saw with Cyberpunk, where they threw something out early because people really wanted it. It was not good, and it took them a year of patching to really get it kind of where people wanted it to semi-be. And unfortunately, that's just how the game is going to be. It has a great storyline. It just has all these technical glitches, and it's not going to be until they put a bunch of patches out and probably throw some DLC out that this is fixed. I don't think this is a hardware issue. Yes, there are limitations of using the Switch, but this is not an intensive game. We've seen better looking games out of Legends Arceus, out of Legend of Zelda, Xenoblade. The system is obviously not the issue. It's the optimization on Game Freak's part, and probably the Pokemon Company pushing them to release this game so soon. Imagine if this game had another year, what this would look like. How do we step back this far to get a game that can't throw properly versus Legends Arceus, where the throw mechanic is amazing? Like, imagine if we had another year and they actually implemented that into the game. Amazing. It would instantly jump up in popularity, be great. Unfortunately, no, that's not where we're at. So while all these glitches are here, this is not how the game is going to stay. This is a good game. There's plenty to do, lots of storyline, lots of new Pokemon. It's just really unfortunate that Nintendo pushed, and the Pokemon Company pushed to release it in this state. This game really needed some more time in the oven, and some of these graphical issues wouldn't be there, and we'd have a lot smoother frame rate. The optimization just isn't there. So yelling for the Switch 2 might fix a little bit of it, but it's not the whole issue. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think this game is good? I think it's great. I'm only 4 hours in, but I'm loving every moment of it, and just doing the best I can to ignore these glitches and reminding myself it's only going to get better. Leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.